Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to week 4 of our At Home PT web series. Today we're going to be going over some postural exercises, some of my absolute favorites. Don't worry, you do not need any fancy equipment. I used books, 2 cans of beans, and a laundry basket. I did use a TheraBand at one point, but I gave a replacement exercise just in case you don't have a TheraBand. So tune in to learn how to give yourself some perfect posture. Take a long sock, preferably made of thinner cloth. Tie a knot on each side of the sock, ensuring that there is slack on either side of the knot. Take a band and place it between the 2 knots and fold the sock so that the knots are touching. Place the sock in between the door and the door frame, ensuring that the knots are on the outer side. Close firmly to ensure security, and you are ready to do any exercise that requires an anchor. Take your previously prepared sock, place your band halfway between your sock, fold the sock so that the knots are touching. Use your sock as an anchor at the top of the door. Close it firmly so that it is anchored above your head. Stand a few feet back until you feel tension in the band. Feet underneath the hips, abs braced, chest high, tops of the shoulders relaxed, and pull down to your hips and back up, keeping arms fully extended, knees slightly bent, keeping a slow 2-second tempo. Resist the pull on the way up and keep the chin tucked. Prepare your equipment by looping the sock and the bands together. Place the sock in the door at waist height and close firmly. Take a few steps back until you feel tension in the band. Feet underneath the hips, knees slightly bent, chest up, shoulders back, and retract your elbows and reset. Skin the elbows against the rib cage as you pull back. Keep your abs tight and your shoulder blades squeezed the entire time. Chin remains tucked and shoulders work. If you do not have the equipment necessary for the first 2 exercises, no sweat. Take 2 objects of equal size. Start with your knees slightly bent, feet underneath the hips, abs braced, chin tucked, shoulders back and down. Retract your elbows up, back down. Objects just outside the knees, arms parallel. Pull the objects up to the waist height and return slow 2-2 tempo. Take 2 objects of equal weight. I will be using books in this video. Start the reverse fly by hinging at your hips, torso at 45 degrees, knees slightly bent, objects to the knees, chin tuck, lift slowly up for 2 seconds and down for 2 seconds, squeezing the shoulder blades together like you are hugging the spine, arms slightly bent, stopping just underneath the shoulders. Take a laundry basket and fill it with objects to reach a desired weight. Hold the basket on either side. Start with feet underneath the hips, basket at knee height. Abs tight, chest up, chin tuck, straight back. Lower the basket to knee height and rise. While descending, sit the hips back and slightly bend the knees. Think of it as a hinge and squeeze the glutes on the way up. Keep a controlled 2-2 tempo with a chin tuck. Grab 2 objects of equal weight. I am using 2 cans that weigh about 1 pound each. Start with your back up against the wall, heels a few inches in front of the wall, chest high, chin tucked, lifting the elbows 90 degrees next to the shoulders. While keeping the arms bent, raise your hands to meet overhead in the middle of your head. Keep elbows and hands glued to the wall by squeezing your shoulder blades back and relaxing the tops of your shoulders. Start with chest lifted and shoulders back and down. Retract your chin in and relax. You should feel like you are making a double chin. Pretend that someone is holding something smelly up to your face and you are recoiling to get away from the smell. This should create the appropriate movement. Thank you so much for giving this video a watch. Like, share, check in every Monday at 6. We've got some new material, whether it's Facebook Live or an upload. Not quite sure what I'm putting up next week, if it's going to be Facebook Live or not, but you'll have something to check into. Thank you so much again, and I really look forward to seeing you next time.